In the search, we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. We lift our hearts. In the search, we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars.
Thank you, Melanie.
Searching wide, spreading love
so
for
much.
every stream, every heart
Sharon.
that beat. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, baby.
Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. In the night or in the day,
Thank you,
pearls
Roxy.
will light and lead the way. Just as hard and they'll support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do, so it's subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun.
Well, hello, my beautiful pearls. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on the internet. You have a lot of options anywhere on any, hold on, any, you could have chosen to be anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world. I don't know. Thank you for being here. I can't get it today. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate your time. Got a big day ahead of us. America's Most Wanted is going to be live here, and we're going to be watching it. I do apologize. This is probably the latest I've ever been for a stream, but I had to get it together for you guys. So, I got a live subscription to a something so we can watch it. So we got it. We got it. It should be streaming starting in about 28 minutes from now, and we can watch it there. Yes, I get a late slip. I am no different than my pearls. Justin, to the office, please. You're being paged. Justin, to the office, please. You're being paged. Couldn't let you guys down. I promised you, and I couldn't let you down. I was looking everywhere in the world to see if I could get it for free, but I couldn't. But we got it. We got it. Justin, run me some Cheerios. Cheerios. Well, oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate that. Very kind of you. I hear this is going to be a very neutral, very neutral from what I understand. And we'll just have to see. I mean, I don't look forward to them, you know, going with some hard-hitting questions. I just don't. It really is, Nancy. It really is. My brain has not worked the same since. It has not worked the same since. I mean, when I was diagnosed with, it took forever to be diagnosed with Lyme's, but my foot was, and my ankle was swollen really bad one day. Really bad, just one foot. And then I started getting a lot of symptoms. And then it took a spinal tap, finally, going to the Cleveland Clinic. But even I thought I had Bell's palsy, like even my face was drooped on one side. So you're right. It's never the same. Melanie, thank you so much, my dear. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Good evening, Justin, Wendy, and chat. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Melanie. Sharon, thank you so much, my love. Good to see you, my love. Appreciate you. Ginger, thank you for looking out. Really do appreciate you. Miss Smiley, thank you so much. Diane, thank you so much. Good to see you. YouTuber toward your TV subscription. Thank you so much, my dear. Nally, thank you so much for gifting the pearl necklace. We received that next week. Thank you, Nally. Karen, thank you again. God will not let Sebastian down. Thank you, Justin, for never quitting on this beautiful product. He was let down too much. Roxy, thank you so much, my dear. George is doing love you. Thank you, my dear. Me and you, love you all. We love you too, honey. Thank you. Vera, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Loki Joe, thank you so much. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, my dear. Maria, good to see you, honey. Thank you so much. Love you too. Robin, thank you so much for 11 months. Really do appreciate that. Can't do it without you. Widow, thank you so much. Pamela and Willa and Tasha. That's amazing, guys. Goodness gracious. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate that. If you guys, I gotta stop that clapping. If you guys received any of those from Tasha, Willa, Pamela, Widow, please thank them. It's very generous of them, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you all so very much. Marlena, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, love, and miss you all. Phone acting up. It's still acting up, making it very hard to be in chat, but I'm always here listening. As soon as I get something else, I'll be back. We love you, honey. Thank you so much, and I'm very proud of you, Marlena. You know why. Thank you so much, my dear. And Robin, thank you so much as well. Good to see you, my love. Very generous of you, beautiful. Thank you so much for your support, honey. And Eric Scott just wanted to drop in and say that you're amazing person. Drop in the call. Don't say that. That makes me want to cry. Those things. Thank you so much, Eric's wifey. I really do appreciate that. I never thought I'd be anybody's favorite. Thank you so much. And thank you, Candace. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, my love. Thank you so much for your support. Misty Moonlight, that's very generous of you, honey. Thank you so much for gifting 5 pearl necklaces. If you received one of those, give our girl Misty a big, big thank you, my dear. And Caddy, thank you so much, honey. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for your membership. Yay, that line. Thank you. And Texas Cowgirl, thank you so much for gifting a pearl necklace as well. Really, really do appreciate that, honey. Very, very kind of you. Hope you are well. I get it for free with $15 antenna from Walmart. Yeah, you know what? I should probably get an antenna. I was looking through places. I was like, where can I get it for free? And it said, you can get it with a antenna. And I was like, I don't have an antenna. So, remember the days. Yeah, you can get like an antenna for like 25, $30 or something, probably even cheaper on Amazon. But remember the days, well, I don't know if you guys had it like I had it, but like you would have to go outside and turn the antenna for and you would take your hands off of it and it would be like, no, turn it back. Or the wind would blow, you would be like, your mother, just stand out there while I watch this TV program, please. Oh my God, we're old. We're really old. Thank you, Paper Honey, for 2 months. It's been a frustrating year in this case. Seems justice is slow but hopeful. I know, Paper. I know, and I know morale in this case is down right now. I know that, and you can sense it after the year mark. But I can tell you that if there is a way, Sumner County is going to do something. I saw those police officers, and that changed everything for me. Everything for me. Smiley, if you're in here, can you agree to that? It's not fast enough, but to me, it changed everything, seeing that. Those mini Panthers, thank you so much for gifting the pearl necklace, my dear. If you received that, make sure you thank our beloved mini Panthers. Really do appreciate you, my love. Hope you are well. And Raymond, thank you so much, my friend. We are Sebastian Strong and won't stop until he is brought home. Amen. What channel will America's Most Wanted air on? It will air on Fox, not Fox News. Fox. Just Fox. Fox. I seen it. I believe it. Yep. Same. And so that really changed it for me when I saw those police officers there. I know it changed everything for me. I'm recording it while I watch you night. So we got about 19 minutes before it starts. About 19 minutes. We'll have Paramount Plus. I mean, the only subscription I had was Netflix. Like any type of telenovela, So there's that. Thank you so much, Raymond. Really do appreciate you. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, honey. Good to see you. Very kind of you, my dear. Really do appreciate that. I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Crystal. Really do appreciate you, my love. And thank you, and good to see you, honey. Hope you're well. Miss Linden, thanks for being a member as well, honey. Good to see you. The police hugging Seth showed me that they didn't think he was involved. Yeah. it would have been nice to have seen Edgar and KK there at the year. I think it would have been nice. Now, I was just thinking, do you think that the police would hug Edgar and KK? Maybe KK. But I just don't see them. They just don't come to anything. They just don't come to anything. Yep. Yep, Amy. Yep, we are waiting. Waiting. 1 second. Let me put this up here. Waiting for America's Most Wanted. Shortly. There we go. For people coming in. I just seen a clip tonight. America's Most Wanted, not impressed. They're following the narrative of Runaway. Yeah, I heard it's going to be pretty neutral. Pretty neutral. So I'm not expecting a lot out of it, to be honest with you. But the thing that it does bring awareness. It does bring awareness. And I think that's going to mean a lot. Justin, for those who want to see it on TV, if they have Hulu, it will be on tomorrow. Yes. Hulu, it's always a day after, unless you have Hulu Live. What do you mean, fix my mic? Is my audio? Oh. Thank you for telling me. 1 second, y'all. My mic's not even plugged in. Someone at least knows how I normally sound. Okay, that should be a hell of a lot better. My microphone wasn't even plugged in. So you're welcome. I found it on Comcast channel 804 after TMZ. Much better. Good. Yep, I'm going to be streaming it live. I'm getting old. I know. I still wonder why KP never started a YouTube channel to help find her son. I would be screaming from the rooftops. I mean, they're, in my opinion, they're too busy, sitting in a camper. Pretty suspect Edgar and KK wouldn't let America's Most Wanted film inside their home. Well, the real Me Too, I mean, I find that suspect as well, truthfully. I really do find that suspect as well. Not only that, that from what I've been told, allegedly, they never ride together, like in a car. They are never seen in a car together. And that being said, they were riding in a car together that day. They went to I can't remember what city it was, close to him, to film that. Why? Why not film it in your home? Thank you, Sam. Thank you, my dear. Oh, thank you, Maurice. Thank you, baby. Really do. Justin, thank you, beautiful, for your dedication and hard work. I appreciate and love you so much. Love Remy too. My mama 87 loves watching you daily. She always says he is so pretty. Aw, thank you, Miss Maurice and Miss Mommy Maurice. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. All the blessings to you and your beautiful mama, Maurice. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate the support. They didn't film it in their home because they know they will tear it apart after we see it. I wonder, it's like, what, let's say Sebastian is out there, right? Let's say he's out there. Wouldn't it be comforting to him
to see his bedroom. Wouldn't that be comforting? I'm sure it's going to be comforting to see, if Sebastian's out there, to see his bedroom at his dad's house, right? Thank you, Gemini. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. Justin's taking me to Ben Hill. New phones, Justin. What do you mean new phones? New phones? What does that mean? Justin, has anyone been in the house since all this happened? Doesn't anyone think this is strange? I mean, this is the thing. That should be a big red flag for law enforcement. Yes, Texas Cowgirl. I mean, I agree. I did hear a little bit of Julie's today on Lolly's channel. She was live a little bit ago. I was jumped in the shower and was listening to her. And or maybe it was yesterday. I can't remember. And Jules was talking, and she was playing Edgar, saying someone. Oh God, I was muted. What's the last thing you heard me say? What's the last thing you heard me say? Thank you, Gemini. Really. Thank you, Texas Cowgirl. My love. Thank you, Tugs. Good to see you, babies. Appreciate you, my dear. Hey, Carla. Good to see you, honey. Appreciate you very much. Yes, it would be most comforting for Sebastian. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you very much. And Lisa, thank you so much. Justin, you're a breath of fresh air on YouTube. Thank you for providing us a safe place to be together. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you, honey. Really do appreciate you so much, my dear. On my first live today, I pulled KP Convo in background. Oh, Kiki, do you have a channel? Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Do you have a channel, Kiki? Last thing said, saying someone. Okay. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. So about that, he was saying something to the effect of someone was coming up to his door and the cameras caught it. Edgar was saying, Heather? Oh, okay. There we go. Interesting. It's interesting because Edgar used to say, when the question was asked of him, would he, did they have cameras in their home? And he would never answer the question. Never answer the question. He would say, that's something, we can't talk about. You can't talk that you have cameras in your home? Just like you can't say what kind of locks you have. That means nothing. That means nothing. Can't divulge that, right? Can't divulge it. Oh, Muscles, honey, thank you so much. That is very generous of you, honey. I did not call you back. I'm so sorry. Muscles, thank you so much, honey. Very generous of you, my dear. Very generous of you, Muscles. Thank you so very much for your support. My dear, really, really, really do appreciate that, honey. Hope you are well, staying safe, and enjoying your time. You know what I mean. Thank you so much, Muscles. If you received one of those, make sure you give our girl Muscles a big, big thank you. Otherwise, she can kick all of our butts. Look at those washboard abs. I'm just saying. Thank you so much, Muscles. Thank you, Raymond, for 1 month. Love you, Jason. Great job. You do. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, my friend. Walking around his house with signs out front, no soliciting, so strange. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing that I've always said, he's very particular, and listen, I don't blame him. Someone walking around his house or his yard or something like that. Uh, I mean, putting up flyers of your missing stepson, I think that's a bit of a bullshit, a lot of bullshit actually. But we know how he is, right? And he's not concerned about the car and the two people that was in the yards. Not concerned? That's what I don't get. And the thing that really is, I just don't understand because he knows. He knows that there is a car in that neighborhood at 3 a.m. that was outside of where, you know, on the corner there of Kellen. He knows. And now he's saying there's not a car. Shit, there's not even people out there walking. He says one of them's a trash can. What? Like you don't believe that. What, so why are you saying that? You know better. And to me, that makes me more suspicious. That makes me more suspicious. I mean, listen, I have spoken to different people in that neighborhood. Some I have spoke to for quite some time. Some are more recent. And the day he said that, which was just recently, I clipped that and I sent it to said neighbors. And two of them called me within just a short period of each other. And they were like, I cannot believe he just said that. Cannot believe he just said that. I'm like, I just never thought he would say that. I thought he would avoid it, might avoid it, but not say that there's not even a car. And then saying, one of the lights is a neighbor has came forward, saying that's their trash. I mean, yeah, they're walking around at 3 a.m. Uh, taking out their trash through so many different neighbors' yards. It's like, what? Yeah, we have 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes. And here we go. Let me go ahead and start pulling this up. Fox. Here we go. Okay. Um, today is the premiere, by the way, of this. Um, Let's see here. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Live now, Fox. Okay, that's not it. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Just a couple more minutes and we're going to do it. And we'll get there. Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate it. 8 months ago, I was ready to leave this true crime community and I found Justin in the post. Thank you so much, Sunflower. That means so much. It really does. Really, really does. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. That's quite the compliment. Thank you, my friend. Really, really do appreciate that. Chicken Lady, oh my God, 3 months. And thank you for not giving up on Sebastian and all you do. Thank you so much, my dear. I really, really do appreciate you very, very much for your continued support. There's 3 cases that I want solved more than anything. Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn, and Sebastian Rogers. And I hope to God that those 3 will be solved. I know Michael Vaughn's is going to be solved. I have a lot of hope for Sebastian's and believe his still has a really good chance. Yes, Muscles. And Summer Wells. God, it's going to make me cry. I really want her to be found. Really want her to be found. So much. And they certainly it's more than time, to say the very least. More than time. Have they found the Hong boy that was missing yet? They have not. And I'm going to tell you something. That case right there, here we go. Oh, not yet. Sorry. Let me see here. 1 second. Let me refresh this. I'm so not used to this. Well, shit a brick. One second. Okay, I need shows. How do I type it in? Skip. I just need Fox. Here we go. Fox. There we go. And here we go.
And hope to families across America, helping to bring more than 65 missing children home.
Thanks to some tipsters, Elizabeth Smart was recovered alive.
Now we carry that legacy forward with a single mission: to bring the missing home.
This hole in my heart where Chelsea's supposed to be.
We've assembled a team to lead the search, boots on the ground. From America's Most Wanted, Callahan Walsh.
She doesn't even know that she's a missing child.
Gabby Petito's father, Joe Petito.
Car was parked literally right here.
True crime podcaster, Payne Lindsay.
Somebody needs to be asked some hard questions.
Former undercover detective Derek Levasseur.
Maybe someone out there can do something.
And survivor and advocate Elizabeth Smart.
I'm here because you deserve your brother back home.
Working with investigators and listening to families.
Why would he take the van? Why would he take my phone?
There's no more waiting. Tonight, we're going to find them.
Someone knows something.
This little girl is still out there.
We need your eyes. We need your voice.
We're one tip away from changing the course of this case.
We need your help.
It's a missing piece to the family.
I miss my son.
Because one sighting, one tip, one moment.
We're this close.
There was
Bring
KK and
someone
Edgar.
home.
We never stop searching, because we know the families won't stop either.
The search begins now.
Good evening. I'm Harris Faulkner, and this is America's Most Wanted Missing Persons, a new show following the lead of the iconic true crime series. We have one mission: to bring missing loved ones home. Every person you'll see on the screen tonight has someone waiting for them: a parent, a child, a friend, a community that refuses to give up, and neither will we. We've assembled a team of experts who dedicated their lives to solving cases and helping others. Derek Levasseur, you may know him from Big Brother, but he also has worked undercover with the FBI, DEA, and Secret Service. Elizabeth Smart, a survivor and advocate whose abduction recovery was made possible through America's Most Wanted. Payne Lindsay, whose investigative true crime podcast, Up and Vanished, has brought cold cases back into the national spotlight. And tonight's special guest, Callahan Walsh, a familiar face to America's Most Wanted. Callahan does incredible work with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us. Let's get to our first case now. A missing child, Sebastian Rogers. On February 25th, 2024, Sebastian's mother said goodnight to her 15-year-old son. The next morning, Sebastian was gone.
Here we go, y'all.
My name is Dean Juvenile. Me a white male, 3 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. Juvenile does have a form of autism.
Just warm her out.
Sebastian is tall and skinny, has a contagious smile, loves video games, loves cats.
Boundless amounts of energy. Sebastian reminds me of a deer prancing through the woods, you know, enjoying the smell, the breeze, new things. That's my son.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work. So Sebastian and I went to Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, he laid down. I heard a noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you got to knock it off and you got to go to bed. And he answered, you know, yes, ma'am. And I said, okay. And that was the last time that I spoke with Sebastian. The next morning, when I went in his room, he wasn't in his bed. After a minute or two, when I couldn't find him, I called Chris and I said, I can't find Sebastian. He's not in the house.
I got off of work and I had a text message from Sebastian's stepfather.
I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing.
I headed straight over to their house.
I started driving through the neighborhood. I was panicking. I was looking everywhere. Like, where is he? What happened? Did he go with someone? Did someone take him? By the time I pulled into the school, Christopher was already telling me to turn around because the authorities were on their way.
They used helicopters, they used drones, they used ATVs, horseback.
How would he know?
An extensive search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill, still saying they had found nothing.
We have nothing. We just have speculations. We get criticized, the father gets criticized, law enforcement's been criticized.
Online sleuths are really analyzing videos and creating their own theories.
Sebastian is putting something in his pocket.
Surveillance footage from a neighbor shows 2 people outside of Sebastian's house that night. Something happened.
Tonight marks 1 year since Sebastian Rogers disappeared near Beach High School in Sumner County.
My life is not the same without my son. He's not here, and he's somewhere. Someone has him.
This year has been the worst nightmare I could have imagined come alive.
Just wants whoever has him, just give him back. It's my son.
Wow, that dad. You can feel it. So we want to talk about theories now, Payne, and what might have happened with Sebastian. What are your thoughts?
I mean, here's his house. They searched miles outside of that neighborhood for days. Helicopters on the ground. They even drained a lake. He's nowhere. I don't think Sebastian would have gone outside on his own. There's someone else involved here. Somebody who was familiar to him, but a stranger to everyone else.
We also have to consider he could have left on his own volition. We know children on the autism spectrum tend to wander. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, nearly half of all children on the autism spectrum will go missing at some point from their environment.
Wow.
But I think something caused him to flee his home. Was that into the open arms of a predator? Or was there a roaming predator that just happened to see Sebastian walking down through the neighborhood?
And to me, one thing that stands out is his shoes. He always wore his shoes according to his mom.
Yeah, she shared a story that as a younger boy, he walked through a pile of dirt, turned out to be a bed of fire ants, and he had a thing about always wearing his socks and shoes. I can't think that a 15-year-old child would get up in the middle of the night and leave without his shoes. In February, it's cold. So for me, that says that someone has come and taken him, or someone else is involved. Someone knows something. And as easy as it is to be like, oh, that could never happen, like your bedroom is the safest place in the world. Well, no, bedrooms are not the safest place in the world. I was taken from my bedroom. It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
So when you consider what you just said, Elizabeth, and according to Katie, that night, she goes to bed, he goes to bed, then around 10 p.m., there's a bump or a thud. She calls out to him. He says, you know, I'm fine. Yes, ma'am. I'll start moving. And then that's the end of it. And according to her, when she went to bed, the doors were locked. And when she woke up, the doors were locked. Were the windows locked? That's a big question. Were they secure? Because if they weren't, could mean one of two things. That thud, him responding, was someone else in there with him?
Or someone was with him and going.
Exactly.
So I do want to bring up this home security camera footage. This looks like foot traffic right in here.
Yeah, if you look at the footage here, you can see subject number 1, allegedly, right? It looks like something that's illuminated, which, by the way, we haven't mentioned it yet. According to Katie, there was a flashlight that Sebastian liked using that was missing. So you consider that, it does look like two people holding flashlights.
Yes, that paints a picture that is foul play.
Yes.
So I want to help the public now. We want to find Sebastian. What do you say to people, Elizabeth?
First of all, to the 16-year-olds of the country, the high school age, really, if you know someone who looks like Sebastian, if you know something about Sebastian, tell your parents, call into the show, call the police, report it. This might be the break that we need. To the parents, if you have seen a 16-year-old boy that looks like Sebastian, do not be afraid to pick up the phone and call.
There is a $50,000 reward to help find him. Sebastian Rogers was about 5'5" when he was last seen, and he wears glasses. Sebastian is not comfortable with strangers.
If you're someone from this small town and you're in this neighborhood, check your cameras. There might be someone sitting on some doorbell cameras footage. I bet you he's in this small town in Tennessee.
Wow, that's an interesting theory.
But this isn't the most rural area in the world. We're not talking about out in the Rocky Mountains. This is a neighborhood
There's
where
a highway going this up.
There's high foot traffic everywhere, and still no sign of him.
Wow. Thank you to our team of experts. And you all know our purpose is to examine these cases and give people watching information so they can bring the missing home. And I want to thank Callahan. I'm so glad that you're with us right now. We'll see you next week. And that is fantastic.
Good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you. All right, let's move. We have more very important cases coming up. Stay close.
The last known sighting of Daniel was right here.
Yes.
No blood in the vehicle.
No blood in the vehicle.
All right. Do y'all want to watch the rest of it, or do you want to talk about Sebastian? That's it. It was 11 minutes. We can go back and watch it again. We'll go back and watch it again. Here we go.
Community that refuses to give up, and neither will we. We've assembled a team of experts who dedicated their lives to solving cases and helping others. Derek Levasseur, you may know him from Big Brother, but he also has worked undercover with the FBI, DEA, and Secret Service. Elizabeth Smart, a survivor and advocate whose abduction recovery was made possible through America's Most Wanted. Payne Lindsay, whose investigative true crime podcast, Up and Vanished, has brought cold cases back into the national spotlight. And tonight's special guest, Callahan Walsh, a familiar face to America's Most Wanted. Callahan does incredible work with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Thank you so very much, everyone, for joining us. Let's get to our first case now. A missing child, Sebastian Rogers. On February 25th, 2024, Sebastian's mother said goodnight to her 15-year-old son. The next morning, Sebastian was gone.
Hey, missing juvenile. Me and white male, 3 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 100 turn down. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants.
Every time I hear that for Sebastian and Summer Wells, I just get a pit in my stomach.
Juvenile does have a criminal Catholicism.
Just warming up.
Sebastian
We're gonna talk about the
is
inconsistencies.
tall and skinny, has a contagious smile, loves video games, loves cats.
Boundless amounts of energy. Sebastian reminds me of a deer prancing through the woods, you know, enjoying the smell, the breeze, new things. That's my son.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work.
Boy, that's the first thing she said. I have never seen two people change their looks as much in my life. I want to see what Edgar looks like when she says that there.
That's my son.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work. So Sebastian and I went to Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, he laid down. I heard a noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you got to knock it off
Hold on. What did she say? Okay, after dinner. Okay.
and you got to go to bed. And he answered, yes, ma'am. And I said, okay. And that was the last time that I spoke with Sebastian. The next morning, when I went in his room, he wasn't in his bed. After a minute or two, when I couldn't find him, I called Chris and I said, I can't find Sebastian. He's not in the house.
He's always looking down and looking over when she's talking. He's like, what is she going to say? What is she going to say? What is she going to say?
I got off of work and I had a text message from Sebastian's stepfather.
I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing.
I headed straight over to their house.
Is he trying to look like Elvis? Edgar, burning in love.
I started driving through the neighborhood. I was panicking. I was looking everywhere. Like, where is he? What happened? Did he go with someone? Did someone take him by the time I pulled in?
No, you said you don't know why he walked out the door.
Into the school, Christopher was already telling me to turn around because the authorities were on their way.
And how was that happening whenever y'all are on the phone together? How's that happening? Could you elaborate a little bit? and what happened from 6:03 to 6:33. How about that? How about that?
They use helicopters, they use drones, they use ATVs, horseback.
An extensive search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill, still saying they had found nothing.
We have nothing. We just have speculations. We get criticized, the father gets criticized, law enforcement's been criticized.
Online sleuths.
That's what happens. Tori, honey, I just saw that you were having heart surgery tomorrow. We are praying for you. Y'all, please keep Tori, our beautiful, beautiful Tori, in your prayers tonight and tomorrow for everything to go good tomorrow. Quick recovery. All the blessings to you, Tori. All the blessings, my friend. We love you so much. If you need anything, you got my number.
Are really analyzing videos and creating their own theories.
Sebastian is putting something in his pocket.
Surveillance footage from a neighbor shows two people outside of Sebastian's house that night. Something happened.
Yep.
Tonight marks 1 year since
Elisa just said it. Elisa just said it. Where was it? And again. Damn, where was that? Edgar making everything about themselves. He is a sick person. Yeah. That's what it goes to. Me. Did you hear Seth once there in this interview say anything about being criticized or anything else? No.
Sebastian Rogers disappeared near Beach High School in Sumner County.
Thank you, Betty.
My life is not the same without my son. He's not here, and he's somewhere. Someone has him.
I wanted them to show Sebastian's bedroom. I really wanted to show that. Edgar and KK are not in their house here. They're pretending to be in their kitchen. And they're not even in their kitchen. Good God.
This year has been
Fake
the
as press on
worst
nails.
nightmare I could have imagined come alive.
Just wants whoever has him. Just coming back. It's my son.
Look at that. That man is broken. He is as broken as they come. We do support you, Seth. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can see, you can hear, you can feel his heartbreak. A set that looks like a kitchen. Make it stop. You're funny, Holly.
Wow, that dad. You can feel it. So we want to talk about theories now, Payne, and what might have happened.
Did you notice that? Wow, that dad, you can feel it. Usually that's said about the mother. Isn't it? Usually that's said about the mother. It is. It's usually the mother. And she was the last one with him.
Happened with Sebastian. What are your thoughts?
I mean, here's his house. They searched miles outside of that neighborhood for days. Helicopters on.
Oh, let's go back to that. Let's go back to that.
He's nowhere. I don't think it's outside of that neighborhood.
All right, this is Sebastian's home. I just want to see this real quick. And I've not seen this map like this. He's not anywhere.
For days. Helicopters on the ground. They even drained a lake. He's nowhere. I don't think Sebastian would have gone outside on his own. There's someone else involved here.
You're right.
Somebody who was familiar to him,
Jules.
but a stranger to everyone else.
We also have to consider he could have left on his own volition.
Well, I think everybody here except this guy said foul play. Now, I disagree with the blonde guy. He says it's somebody who doesn't know him, but somebody that Sebastian knows, but nobody else does. Not a chance. Not a chance. But this is also television, and they want to be as diversified as possible on there. They want one to go this way, one to go. It's just TV. It's just the way it is.
We know children on the autism spectrum tend to wander. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, nearly half of all children on the autism spectrum will go missing at some point from their environment.
Yes, but that is if they have not eloped by age 12, they're not likely to elope. You didn't say that though, sir.
Wow.
But I think something caused him to flee his home. Was that into the open arms of a predator? Or was there a roaming predator that just happened to see Sebastian walking down through the neighborhood?
And
listen, there's no predators in that neighborhood, in my opinion. No child has ever went missing in that neighborhood. They protect each other in that neighborhood. And this is the thing that I am really upset about this more than anything, is that they did not mention no scent, nothing of Sebastian on camera, no article of clothing found, right? None of that. They just said, there's nothing. Well, go through them.
to me, one thing that stands out is his shoes. He always wore his shoes according to his mom.
Yeah. She shared a story that as a younger boy, he walked through a pile of dirt, turned out to be a bed of fire ants, and he had a thing about always wearing his socks and shoes. I can't think that a 15-year-old child would get up in the middle of the night and leave without his shoes. In February, it's cold. So for me, that says...
Hold on. Didn't KK... Did she denounce that fire ant story? Right, allegedly innocent. She said Seth told that story. She caught it too. Seth told that story, not KK. I don't know if they got it wrong on television, but KK said, I think she like denounced that and said he'll go without a shoe sometimes. You know what I mean? So thank you, Tori. Thank you all for the prayers. They are greatly appreciated. I keep Sebastian and Seth in my prayers. Justin, thank you for all you do. We love you, Tori, and we really appreciate you, honey. And just keep the faith. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. All the prayers for a healthy surgery and recovery tomorrow. Just back this up just a tad here.
Yeah. She shared a story that as a younger boy, he walked through a pile of dirt, turned out to be a bed of fire ants, and he had a thing about always wearing his socks and shoes. I can't think that a 15-year-old child would get up in the middle of the night and leave without his shoes in February. It's cold. So for me, that says that someone has come and taken him.
Well, I don't believe anybody came and took him at all. Well, I mean, no stranger at least. And she didn't even, Elizabeth, she didn't even say a child with autism and a chromosome deletion that does not care for the outdoors, does not like to be dirty. Yep. Yep, exactly, Jules.
Or someone else is involved. Someone knows something. And as easy as it is to be like, oh, that could never happen. Like, your bedroom is the safest place in the world. Well, no, bedrooms are not the safest place in the world. I was taken from my bedroom.
And she was. But you got to also understand, Elizabeth Smart, her type of case, someone actually going into the house and kidnapping someone while others are in the home is extraordinarily rare. And there was evidence of Elizabeth being taken, the window and all of that. Also, there's cameras. There's cameras there. The parents said nothing was out of the ordinary, right? Windows locked, doors locked, all of that. Nothing on camera. Also, if someone took him, they're not going to be carrying. They're saying there's a part 2 at 9. Okay. Okay, we'll play it at 9 o'clock. Cool. That's good. That makes me feel better. Whew. And so it's extremely, almost very, 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 very rare for someone to come in your home and kidnap you. Also, there's going to be a scent of him. Sebastian is not just going to be picked up and not make a sound, not make a peep, right? They're not going to carry a 15-year-old boy that's alive and well over their shoulder and him not make a sound, or KK not hear it either. The dogs are going to go nuts. Yep, someone just said it. Yeah.
It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
So when you consider what you just said, Elizabeth, and according to Katie, that night, she goes to bed, he goes to bed, then around 10 p.m., there's a bump or a thud. She calls out to him. He says, I'm fine. Yes, ma'am. I'll stop moving. And then that's the end of it. And according to her, when she went to bed, the doors were locked. And when she woke up, the doors were locked. Were the windows locked? That's a big question.
Yes, they were.
Were they secure? Because if they weren't, could mean one of two things. That thud, him responding, was someone else in there with him?
Or someone was with him and going.
Exactly.
So I do want to bring up this home security.
Nobody was with him doing that at all.
Camera footage. This looks like foot traffic right in here.
Yeah, if you look at the footage here, you can see subject number 1 allegedly, right? It looks like something that's illuminated, which, by the way, we haven't mentioned it yet. According to Katie, there was a flashlight that Sebastian liked using that was missing. So you consider that.
And this is the thing. It wasn't KK and them told them about the flashlight. The police actually asked KK and Edgar if a flashlight was missing. It was actually that way. We always thought it was KK and Edgar said, "Oh, there's a flashlight missing." The police actually asked them, "Did he take anything? Could he have a flashlight?" Because I think that they had this video at this time and they were trying to make sense of this video.
It does look like two people holding flashlights.
Yes, that paints a picture that is foul play.
Yes.
So I want to help the public now.
Well, I'm glad that they agree on that. That is one thing I'm glad that they agree on. Foul play right there. Because I'm going to tell you something. I will bet you every fiber of my being that that video has something to do with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. 1,000%, in my opinion. You cannot tell me that $600,000 plus neighborhood, that 2 hours and 45 minutes before Sebastian is discovered missing, that, you know, two assholes pull up in a car, go up the street, come back down, go on Stafford. The person gets out of the car, goes to the house, right? It doesn't go past Edgar and KK's house, because we know that. And the reason is because there's cameras on the other side of KK and Edgar's house. I've spoken to neighbors. They never went past KK and Edgar's house. There's only 3 houses right there. They didn't go in that direction straight. They went diagonal across right there. The lights go out for about 3 minutes, and then 2 people come back. Now, the thing about it is that really frustrates me about this right here is they didn't say one person runs back toward the house. One person. After those 2 come back, they do something around the car, and very quickly, they do something around the car. Looks to be the back of the car, I'm told. And after that, the person gets in the car, the lights turn on. Well, first of all, the spotlight turns on from the neighbor's home, which shows you that there's people there. And then the person gets in the car, the lights come on, the other person hauls ass back toward Sebastian's house. That person in the vehicle backs out, doesn't go down and turn around or anything, backs out. Why the hell are they backing out at 3 in the morning and running through neighbors' yards? Edgar, you said that there's no car recently. You know that's bullshit, number 1. Number 2, you said that a neighbor has came forward and said that there is it said that we're taking out trash at 3 a.m. You know better. You know better in all of that, Edgar. You know that there is a car there. Why are you saying there is no car there? That makes me 10,000 times more suspicious. 10,000 times more suspicious. But yet, you know how you are with people in your yard or around your yard, even if they're hanging up flyers of your missing son in the neighborhood. Whether you like the person or not, you should be thankful for that. But I digress. You're not concerned about that person in your yard, but you as sure as hell are concerned about the person that police said 3 hours after you did that interview came out, that you're very concerned about that person walking a damn dog, out of all things, and police said it's nothing. They didn't say it could be something later down the road, like the flashlight video. They just said, we've had that in the first 48 hours. Nothing. Nothing. You know that, Edgar.
We want to find Sebastian. What do you say to people, Elizabeth?
First of all, to the 16-year-olds of the country, the high school age, really, if you know someone who looks like Sebastian, if you know something about Sebastian, tell your parents.
And that's true as well, Tiff. Thank you for 10 months, honey. Appreciate you. She never mentioned the flashlight doesn't work ever. Yeah, it was one of those little things, you get as like a promo at a trade show or whatever. It doesn't work, right? They last a whole 10 seconds anyways. Didn't work. And his scent would be there. If he was walking through the yard, his scent would be there, right? Thank you so much for that, my dear. So satisfying hearing they agree on flashlights. Yes, DC, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you. Exactly.
Call into the show, call the police, report it. This might be the break that we need. To the parents, if you have seen a 16-year-old boy that looks...
So they're telling me that there's supposed to be a part 2 to this in about 20 minutes at 9 o'clock.
Looks like Sebastian. Do not be afraid to pick up the phone and call.
There is a $50,000 reward to help find him. Sebastian Rogers was about 5'5" when he was last seen.
Edgar, you had them not say the at night reward as well. Why didn't you have them say that reward? Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fans of at night. I'm not the biggest fans of them. However, regardless, it's not about being the biggest fans or anything. That reward is significant. And if they didn't pay for it and Sebastian was found, then let the pieces fall where they may. But it's a big ass incentive. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why? That's a huge ass reward. Why wouldn't you want someone to say a reward is $500,000?
And he wears glasses. Sebastian is not comfortable with strangers.
If you're someone from this small town and you're in this neighborhood, check your cameras. There might be someone sitting on some doorbell cameras footage. I bet you he's in this small town in Tennessee.
Wow, that's an interesting theory.
But this isn't the most rural area in the world.
Okay,
We're not talking
so it's
about out in the Rocky Mountains. This is a neighborhood
There's
where
a highway going this way.
There's high foot traffic everywhere, and still no sign of him.
Wow. Thank you to our team of experts. And you all...
Are we speaking in code? No. What's your question? I'll give you a straight answer. I don't speak in code here for nobody. Yeah, part 2 isn't about Sebastian. Justin, this was all Sebastian. Okay.
Well, no, our purpose is to examine these cases and give people watching information so they can bring the missing home. And I want to thank Callahan. I'm so glad that you're with us right now. We'll see you next week. And that is
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you. All right, let's move. We have more very important cases coming up. Stay close.
The last known sighting of Daniel was right here.
Yes.
No blood in the vehicle.
No blood in the vehicle.
The Jeep wasn't here.
I mean, I'll say it too, Justin. A jury would convict based on the evidence. I mean, listen, like I've always said, let's say it was a babysitter, doing a night shift, right? Let's say doing a night shift. And you yelled, you heard a thud in there, and you said, "Are you all right?" "Yeah." Or, "Bubba, did you fall out of the bed?" "No, ma'am." knock it off and go to bed. And that was the last thing you heard or saw. And the next morning, you woke up to get that child to school. And you said, you went in there and they weren't there. And you told, hey, Deception, good to see you, my friend. You told you told the police, yeah, I was on the phone for a couple hours talking to my boyfriend, and I heard a thud, didn't check on him, and went to bed. And the next, you call the police at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 30 minutes, 6:33 actually, 30 minutes after you discover that he's missing. They're going to arrest your ass. They are going to do something, in my opinion. They're going to do something. It's just that simple. Now, this is the thing, though. We live in America, and whether that's your child or not, you don't have to speak. You don't have to speak, and it cannot be held against you, right? So we don't know what went on in the interrogation room with KK, Edgar, at all, right? But I find it extraordinarily, in my opinion alone, suspicious as hell that the stepdad and the mom, for that matter, choose a very small platform, no shade or anything to that creator, but as their first interview, several days later into Sebastian being missing. And they don't show their face. And then the next interview that they do is the one with Holly. And then they do the hands interview. Why wouldn't you show your face? Like, that's weird. If Sebastian's out there, you would think that would be comforting to him. But that's not what they do. That's not what they do. And more importantly, in my opinion, to straight up say, had to ask 3 times in one interview if he has taken a lie detector test, a polygraph. The answer was, did you and the mother take a polygraph? Yes, the answer is passed. Now, Edgar loves to play semantics. Well, you don't do semantics when your child is missing. That's just not the way it works. You don't need semantics when your child or loved one is missing. The second time he was asked in that interview, he said, yep, or yes. I can't remember if it was yep or yes. So you and the mother took a polygraph and passed. Yes. Just a yes. And then they asked him again, and the interviewer spoke up because she was talking to someone in the chat, and she said, Mo, this is the 3rd time I'm asking him. He said he took the lie detector, or he took the polygraph and passed. And that's when Edgar said, No. I didn't say who or when. Now, tell me any give me one person that has ever said who or when or anything remotely like that in a missing child's case, much less their missing stepson's case. You don't need semantics when your child is missing. You need precise, straightforward answers. That's it. That's it. You don't have to give a huge, drawn out, blah, blah, blah. But you certainly don't have to say, and the answer is past. Furthermore, he even said Edgar even said all three of them took a lie detector test and passed. And that wasn't true either, because Seth had not taken a lie detector test at that time. Had not taken a lie detector test at all. Zero zilch nada. He was lying for Seth. He knew that Seth had taken a lie detector test. It's baffling to me. And then when Nancy asked him, he said, law enforcement said I don't need to take one because of where I was at. Nancy's like, cool. Gotcha. All right. So, how about you, would you be willing to take one? That's when you said, and she's like, well, if I set one up for you, would you take it? Name the time and place. Checkmate. Gotcha. Nancy made it as easy as possible for them, or for him and Seth for that matter, to take a polygraph by the FBI head of polygrapher from Washington, D.C. headquarters. And he backed out. He backed out. Why would an innocent person back out? Now, I'll be honest with you. Either way it came out, I'm not really going to. But it's just the fact that he didn't take it, for me personally. That he didn't take it. It does speak volumes, I see you. It certainly does. And then suddenly, the clouds open and he says, TBI says that they will give me one now. Well, they're not going to give you a polygraph just to appease Nancy Grace or to appease you. They have a hell of a lot of things to do already, right? And if they didn't need a polygraph like before, like you said, Edgar, then they certainly didn't need one then. But he says, TBI said they'll give me one now. And he says he passed. Says he passed. But did he? That remains to be seen. In my opinion, I don't think he took one. Not at all. And the reason I don't think he took one, because he lied on the first interview. He lied on the second interview with that creator. He lied. What else? Where else did he lie? He lied on Facebook. Wrote it on Facebook, and probably another interview or two. So then he does the gaslighting, the absolute gaslighting that, hey, I didn't tell Nancy I would not take the lie detector test. I said after I'm done taking the lie detector test for TBI, then I will make my decision. Well, guess what? Seth Rogers was not required to take one through TBI or Sumner County, and that's because his alibi is as rock solid as you can get, minus being either in the hospital, in surgery, being in jail, whether you're an employee or an inmate, is about as good of a alibi as you can have. So he wasn't made to take one at all. But he took one on national television, right? Took one on national television. Because he, like I always say, in crime, people who have nothing to hide nothing. He took it. There we go. There we go. I personally don't believe he took a lie detector test at all, because it's not a good start about lying about taking a lie detector test from your first interview, being introduced to the world as Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' stepfather. And the second interview, and with Nancy Grace. So I didn't believe him then, and after 3 or 4 times of that, I certainly don't believe him now. But I think he played it the best he could play. I think that's as good of a play as he could get right there. You know what I mean? Thank you, Lakeside Lawyer. Really do appreciate your support, my friend. Good to see you. Let me look through chat here. A moment. What is happening at 9? I don't think that, I've heard both things, that there's supposed to be a second part and there's not supposed to be a second part. So I don't know. We'll check it. They lied about Green Hoodie. Old man was a middle-aged woman. Correct. Yes, that as well. Let's see here. Right off the bat, Chris was at work. Katie, that's the first thing he said. And again, the first things out of Edgar's mouth, the amount of just the people who would beg. I know we're like, yeah, it's 11 minutes. They didn't really mention much. But guys, this is an extraordinary opportunity. This 11 minutes on America's Most Wanted national television. So we got to be extremely grateful for that. We know this case more than the general public, right? So, but there are people that beg to get on our channels, just little old us, our channels, because nobody pays them any attention at all. And the first thing that's out of Edgar's mouth is, oh, yeah, people have been, they've been critical of me, KK, Seth, law enforcement. Says with every case. Now, I'll agree that this one's a little more crazy than any other case I've ever seen personally, but I didn't think it'd get worse than Summer Wells, but here we are. But regardless, it was me. And again, the hands interview. Remember, we played it the other night. The first words out of Edgar's mouth. She said, and how are you doing? How are you holding up? It's rough. And, people just keep judging us. Something like that. I can't remember the exact words, but it was, people just keep judging us. Do you have a missing stepson? You want to mention him? But that'd be a great start. Let's, talk about the missing child. That's why we're here. Nothing right there about Sebastian. It's rough. That's how he says it. It's rough. And, people just continue judging. You can see, you can feel, you can sense, you can hear the difference in Seth, Edgar, and KK. You can see it as plain as day. And if anyone, I don't care who you are, if you are honest, take away how you feel about any three of them personally, which I don't know why you take it personally, because you don't know them. But there is a difference. And everyone knows that. I don't care if you like KK, Edgar, Seth. You see the difference. And again, like I said just a moment ago, the woman who was on, I can't think of her name, beautiful lady, the host here. She said, wow, you can just sense that father's, I can't remember the word she said, but you can just sense the father's desperation. Harris, yeah. And like I said, that is normally reserved for the mother. She didn't say that about the mother. Yes. I mean, this is the thing. Some are better than others, but we all have a bullshit sensor, to put it bluntly, right? It's internal, right? We have these for a reason. If we're in danger, if we don't, if something isn't right with that person, if we get this feeling, we have this innate sense. And like I said, some are better than others. But you're either blithely unaware with Edgar and KK, or you just choose not to. You just choose not to see it. Intuition, yeah. In my opinion, they change their looks according to what has happened. I've never seen two people change their looks so much in my life. I literally have never seen two people change their looks so much in my life. All right, let me see here if okay, so I can tell you already that it's not going to be
here when the 2023
Legend! You can run, but you can't hide.
America's Most Wanted is back, next on Fox.
We all all think it can't happen to our friends, our children, our neighbors. But these cases are as mysterious as they are emotionally charged. And with your help, we can bring
I have
the
not been
missing
able to
home
check
the
Ida
people
yet,
who love
honey.
them most. Take a look once again at these faces. Sebastian Rogers was 5'5" when he was last seen and wears glasses. His parents are desperate for any information about their son. Geologist Daniel Robinson vanished 4 years ago in Arizona.
Very
He is
interesting case.
missing part of his right arm. And the 6 people missing in Missouri, including 2 young children. Naaman Williams could be the key to finding them. He's 270 pounds and has a tattoo between his eyes. Call 1-866-AMW-TIPS, or you can go to our website, amwtips.com. I want to thank our incredible team, Derek, Elizabeth, Payne, and of course, Callahan Walsh, for sharing all of their personal experiences and expertise. Our mission to bring loved ones home is just getting started. I'm Harris Faulkner. I want to thank you for being with us. Stay close. We'll make a difference together.
Next week on America's Most Wanted Missing Persons.
You're not only grieving the loss of your sister, but searching for a missing child. Do you think it's a possibility she doesn't even know that she's missing? 100%.
The giant wound his absence has left is heartbreaking.
I want him home. He was my role model. He was the person I looked up to.
All right,
I knew when his car was empty that I may never see him again.
I want to show you something here that I just remembered. Why won't it let me go forward? Hold on. See, this says season 3, episode 2. Okay. Oh, can I play my live back while I'm live? I don't think it'll echo. I hope not. Let me show you something. All right. Bear with me 1 second while I find it. Whenever Edgar says something here. I hope it doesn't echo or anything like that.
February 25th, the day before Sebastian went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work. So Sebastian and I went to Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, he laid down. I heard a noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta knock it off.
Hold on. What did she say? Okay, after dinner. Okay.
That was the last time that I spoke with Sebastian. The next morning, when I went in his room, he wasn't in his bed.
She didn't say that's the last time I seen Sebastian either, right? She said she laid down at 9.
I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta knock it off. When I went missing, Chris was in Memphis at work.
First thing. Edgar was at work. Edgar was at work. Watch his eyes.
So Sebastian and I went to Texas Roadhouse. After dinner, right around 9 o'clock, he laid down. I heard a
She said at 9 o'clock he laid down. He laid down.
noise in his room.
I think she
After
said-
dinner, right around 9 o'clock, he laid down.
He
I heard
laid
a
down.
noise in his room. I said, I don't care what you're doing, but you gotta knock it off
Hold on. What did she say? Okay, after dinner. Okay.
and you gotta go to bed. And he
I wanna
answered,
show you something here in a
yes,
second.
ma'am. And I said, okay. And that was the last time that I spoke with Sebastian. The next morning, when I went in his room, he wasn't in his bed. After a minute or two, when I couldn't find him, I called Chris and I said, I can't find Sebastian. He's not in the house.
He's always she going to say
from Sebastian's stepfather.
I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing.
Did you see him right there? Do you see what Edgar did? I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian is missing. Sebastian is missing. They don't even realize they're doing it. I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian is missing.
Father.
I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing.
I headed.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. He got his hair did. Right? I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian is missing. Sebastian is missing, yes, but people know where he is. Someone close, in my opinion. Just like Barry Morphew. Old Suzanne. Yeah. Old Suzanne shaking his head no the whole time. Yeah. Boy, what a video that was as well. Yeah. Don't be mad as if you dropped your loved one's favorite cup. Not if a child is missing. A child that is missing that could be abducted, right? But you said he walked out the door. But like I've always said, how do you know he walked out the door? I don't know why he walked out the door. Well, how do you know? Because, like I said, you wake up of the morning and you go to their bedroom. They're not there. You look around the house and they're not there. The first thing you're going to be is a state of confusion. That's going to be confused. You're going to be confused. You're going to be like, okay, what's going on here? And then you're going to get panicked, but you're not going to understand what happened. You're not going to understand. You're going to think, where the hell is he? Not, I don't know why he walked out the door. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why are both of them repeating things that Seth has said as their own? I've noticed that as well. But, I don't know if Deception Detective is still in here, but he has mentioned this before. He has mentioned things. Next interview, there you go. They adapt. These people adapt as, this is the thing. I'm not saying anyone in specific did this, okay? But people who commit crimes, whether it's premeditated or not, you can't think of everything. You can't think of everything. And it's harder to come up with something out of your mouth that's never happened before, right? It's harder to come up because you have to create it and you have to be thinking the whole time. And if it's something that actually happened, you just spit it out and say, there it is. So they have to adapt. And just like I said, hold on a second, 9:03 is when she called Edgar. But wait, 9:33 is when they called Sumner County. And 9:37 is when they called dispatch, aka non-emergency line. So what did y'all do for 30 minutes? And then the next interview, Edgar and KK done, they started at 6:30. The story starts at 6:30. Doesn't start at 6 or 6:03. They adapt. They have to. Meanwhile, this is the thing. They think they're actually doing better, right? They're making the story better. In fact, you're actually making it worse. You're making yourself look worse, because that is just another story change. And the truth never changes. It is universal. It is consistent. It is one story. Well, it's not even a story. It's an account. A story is made up. An account of what happened. So they actually think that they are, oh, I'm going to, correct that and adapt that. But it just makes you look crazier in the long run, because you go back and you're like, well, on 227 or 312 you said this, and on 613 you said this, and then yesterday you said this, and they're all three the same account. You're adapting. You're looking crazier. That's why if you are ever guilty of anything, zip your shit. Zip it. Don't speak. Don't speak. Don't speak. Don't speak. But this is also the thing. When you're confident and you're arrogant, you can't help it. You can't help it. So, it's interesting. Did the alarm go off, or was the alarm never set? Well, the way KK made it sound, I mean, this is, I don't know about you, but when if your kid has, if you have to get your kids up in the morning, usually, like, I wake up, I go have my coffee, I check emails or do something, and I kind of have a zen moment for a minute, right? As just kumbaya. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's early, and I'll have like 15 minutes, and I'll sit there and drink my coffee and watch the sunrise or whatever. I don't just jump up out of bed and run straight to the room like she makes it sound. And to look in your close to 5,000 square foot home, 2 minutes. I checked all over the house, checked the bathroom. I went through all the closets, everything. And she says, also another thing that's interesting, she laughs or giggles whenever she speaks, that in many of the interviews. I took a second to, why would you laugh at something like that? Why would you even giggle? Why would that? Well, this is my opinion on this. Deception Detective, if you're in here, give me your opinion if you don't mind. I believe the reason she laughs, because she's wanting to lighten the situation up, to make it seem like it's not as big as it actually is, and to try to seem more believable, if you will. Or she's just fooling herself. Well, they had taken the phone away. That's another great point. Right? That, so you wake up, you walk straight through the kitchen. She says, I went to check if he made breakfast. You just walked straight through the kitchen. Okay. And then you come back and his phone is sitting right there on the counter. Okay. Now, a teenager, you're going to think, oh, he didn't go anywhere. His phone's here. Like, that would freak. Like, if you woke up and you thought your kid walked out the door, ran away on their own accord, you're going to think, well, hell yeah, they took their phone. Why is their phone laying on the counter? So that would be my first clue. And the second clue would be when I was looking around that entire house, when you looked out all the windows and the doors, you said his shoes were right there by the front door. But you didn't notice that? Oh, he might have went to school. Well, his phone is there. His shoes are there. Guess you didn't notice the shoes. He might be at school, though. Let me get in my car and drive to the school. Do you check if his backpack was there? I mean, this is a kid that's never done this before. Right? Never done this before at all? So why, like, what notion would make you think that? That he just walks out? Well, did you, first of all, if your kid's not there in their bed, you're going to look through that house a few times, right? If you've ever lost your keys or anything, you look at the same places a couple times, right? You just double check, especially if it's your kid. And she didn't do any of that? There is no way Sebastian is out there and not contacted Seth, in my opinion, unless he can. I pray there's nothing. I hope I'm wrong, beyond wrong. I don't think he is. I don't think he is, in my opinion. I pray I'm wrong, but I don't think he is out there and someone just has him. And I don't think he walked out on his own either. And I have a email from the detective that said, asking questions and all this. And he said, well, what makes the most sense to you? Meaning, this is me reading into it, but it is, okay, well, a kid who has autism, never eloped before, doesn't like the outdoors, doesn't like to get dirty, scared of a door sound, let alone sounds outside, doesn't like the dark, not seen on camera, no scent, and a car with people in the backyards at 3 a.m. and one runs back to the house. What makes the most sense? I mean, let's be honest. It's not everything that I said there is a fact. It is a fact. There was no scent of Sebastian. It is a fact that he has not been seen on camera. It is a fact that there was no article of clothing, that there is no footprint, no shoe print. That there at 3 a.m. there is a vehicle that goes up, comes down, goes over to Stafford, pulls right there at the Stafford. Person gets out, lights kick on, they go to the house. 3 minutes later, 2 people come back, they do something around the back of the car, and the one gets in the car, the light comes on from the house, the lights, the front lights and the tail lights kick on, and the one runs back, they back up and they leave. Those are facts. What makes the most sense? I mean, that is facts right there. What makes the most sense? Well, tells me a lot, in my opinion. And I'll, it's, in my opinion, I believe if we didn't see that one person running back toward the house on that video, in my opinion, Edgar and KK would be all over that video. I wonder, Justin, if anyone has looked at Tag Office to see if any of families had junked or sold car. Maybe the police. Yes. What? I can. Yes. Yeah. They have, and I know this because I work with private investigators, and I can tell you that they have every single car, vehicle, boat, motorcycle, trailer, hitch, where you carry things, that has ever been in every single one of their names since they were old enough to, like, every single vehicle, motorbike that they have ever had in each of their names. Can you read my comment, Tugs? Tugs, I can't, honey. If it's really far up there, I can't. There's just too many in here, honey. If you can copy it and paste it, maybe again I can see it. I'm looking up, but I don't see it. There's so many. Can you replay where she is driving to see if a dash cam is shown? Oh, good idea. Sure. Absolutely. Let me go back to when it first starts. That way I'm not talking on it. By the way, speaking about that camera, I got that recording of Edgar and KK speaking to Seth's former PI, and Edgar says it's not a dash cam, but it does video and audio. Now, the thing is, again, with its semantics, it can be semantics with Edgar, and it could be a what's the other cameras where you can put like on your head, like a GoPro, and Edgar would say it's not a dash cam, right? But if Girl Mom is in here, Girl Mom, do you have that video that you sent me the other day about that dash cam you sent me the other day? Do you know where that is? I'll show it to the people here. Okay, let me see if we can find it on here.
He's not in the house.
I got off work and I had a text message from Sebastian's stepfather.
I said, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but Sebastian's missing.
I headed straight over to their house.
I started driving through the neighborhood. I was panicking. I was looking everywhere. Like, where is he? What happened? Did he go with someone? Did someone take him? By the time I pulled into...
So, no, you can't see. Let me just slow this down to make sure.
With someone... Did someone take him? By the time I...
Nope. Can't see any dash cams or anything. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this video up. I want to play this for a second. I want to pull this video up about a
Christopher was
dash
already
cam,
telling
if you
me
will.
to turn around because the authorities were on their way.
They used helicopters, they used drones, they used ATVs, horseback.
How would he know?
Extensive search didn't yield one significant lead or even a glimpse of the boy on any doorbell cam video. Days later, investigators combed through a landfill, still saying they had found nothing.
We have nothing. We just have speculations. We get criticized, the father gets criticized, law enforcement's been criticized.
Online sleuths are really analyzing videos and creating their own theories.
Sebastian is putting something in his pocket. Surveillance footage from a neighbor shows two people outside of Sebastian's house that night. Something happened.
I'm so glad. What's her name here? God, I'm so bad with names. It's so embarrassing. Kendall, no, not Kendall Ray. Okay, thank you, Smiley. Christina Randall. Hello, my beauties, my lovelies, my friends. I am Christina, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for subscribing. I love her a lot. I know her whole stitch, but I'm glad she talks about that video, and I'm glad she says there's something wrong here. Unlike half of these people that go live that just have hate rather than common sense or heart as well. Damn. Okay. I swear. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things right now. Show you a video. Guys, hit that thumbs up. We'll greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. If you would be so kind. All right, I want to show you this. We'll get back to this in just a second. Who do I credit? Okay, I need to credit Ring for this. Give me 2 seconds while I pop this in here. Full credit Ring. Look at this, y'all. Now, we know that KK works for a alarm company, if you will. And I'm wondering if, does Brinks have their version of a car camera? You know, there's Alexas in your car and there's all kinds of stuff now, right? Justin, did you see where the school bus crashed and rolled in the creek in Sumner County? I did not. Oh, wow. Is everyone okay? I know. Yeah. All right, watch this, guys.
The Ring car cam.
Watch
Basically
it.
like Ring security, but for your car. Let's open this box, see what's inside, and then get it installed.
Watch this.
Inside, you'll find the device, which has a light on top that's also a button. Here's the hinge where you can tilt and adjust the camera, and this is a handy privacy cover for when you don't want to record inside the car. You'll also find a power cable, OBD adapter, which allows the device to connect to the car's battery, and then the extra pieces you might need for installation, which we'll talk a little bit more about later in the video. First, to make sure that my Ring car cam can connect to the internet, I'm going to make sure I'm parked in a spot with good cellular reception. If you can also park within range of your home Wi-Fi network, like here, even better. First step is opening the Ring app and tap Set up a device. From there, we can scan the barcode.
Sure does. Janine, you're exactly right. Tell me this. Tell me this. She has a video and audio in her car, and she doesn't have video or audio in her home? Come on. Come on. Did you notice inside vehicle KP's window was up? Yeah, it was the morning she went missing too. I only see home products for Brinks. Thank you, Lulu. Edgar slipped on the Ring doorbell, in my opinion. Well, I know that they got an upgrade recently.
Code at the bottom of the device, and then the Ring app will walk us through every step of the install. Now I'm going to lay the long power cable across the dashboard and plug one end into the car cam itself. The cable needs to reach past the halfway point of the dash. Okay, I'm just going to set the camera down for now on the dash. We'll come back to that in a sec. I'm going to plug the other end of the cable into the OBD adapter, then bring that end of the cable down towards my vehicle's OBD port. Mine's right here, super easy. If you need help finding yours in your vehicle, Ring has a handy site right here. Once you're plugged in, the light on top of the camera should turn on. Yep, just like this. If it doesn't light up right away, just try starting the engine, and in 10 to 30 seconds, the light should start pulsing green. Now it's time to find a pathway for the cable, and I want to start this process from the bottom up to avoid any slack as I'm tucking it in. Starting at the OBD port, I'll just route the cable up over the left side of the dashboard and then run it along the base of the windshield. I'm making sure to take up any slack as I go and collect any excess on the right side of the dashboard here on the other side of the car cam rather than in the footwell. Okay, now I'm ready to test fit the car cam in the dash. I'm going to just gently push the narrow end of the car cam into the gap between the center of the dashboard and the windshield, taking the cable with it, just like this. If it doesn't fit tightly, you can always add the included spacer to the end of the cam, but this looks like it's going to fit just great. Okay, so I'm just going to pull that back out and set it down again. I'm going to clean the inside of the windshield with the alcohol pad so that the car cam will stick easily, and it'll help make sure it always stays nice and stuck. Okay, now I'm just going to let the windshield dry. Now it's time to get this baby fully installed. I'll just remove this sticker, and then just like I did before, slowly but firmly push the narrow end of the car cam into place between the dashboard and the windshield, taking the cable down into that gap with it. Now I'll lift the cam up and press until the adhesive pad fully contacts the windshield and apply pressure for a full 30 seconds. Might seem like overkill, but it really makes a difference. I want to make sure this is good and stuck. Okay, now starting from the OBD2 port, I'm going to use this little cable tuck tool to push the cable into all the little nooks and crannies across the dashboard. Just like this little nook and cranny right here. Any excess cable I find...
Okay, so I just want to get to this little part right here.
It's tucked in and secured with no loose or hanging sections, and that the cable is routed. And now I'm ready to finish installation in the Ring app. And there you have it. We are good to go. And then check this out. You can see the camera from inside and out. Thanks for watching.
There you go. You can see it from inside and outside. You can also speak to them from your app as well. So yes, sound, you can, like, from your app, like if I have this in my car right now, I can get on my phone, and whoever's driving my car, I can talk to them, have a conversation. I can see them. I can see inside the car, and I could see outside the car as well. So that is not a dash cam, and it's considered security. And if you don't believe me, look at this.
Ring car cam is not a dash cam, and it is more of a security car cam. And that is probably the reason why they didn't call it Ring dash cam. It has a feature though that it can do that most dash cams in the market cannot do, and that is real-time notifications to your phone when its vibration sensor is triggered. And that is why it has its own cellular LTE connection that you need to subscribe monthly to. But as a dash camera, it sucks. You can barely see license plates of cars in front of you. It is only recording in 1080p with high compression. Compare it to Viofo's latest dash cam, the A139 Pro, a 4K camera with Sony's Starvis 2 sensor.
See, that's the main thing I wanted to hear is this right here. This first few words.
Ring car cam is not a dash cam, and it is more of a security car cam. And that is probably
It's a security car cam. Owl cam is the same thing. Indeed. Yes, it is. It's like, oh my God. So there's that. Smiley, thank you so much. Smiley just sent me this. April 28th. Okay. Smiley just sent me this. This is funny. This is the Deception Detective on his X. Make sure you follow him. I'm not going to play the volume because of copyright reasons, but he says, my response to the America's Most Wanted episode. I'm going to heart it and retweet it right here.
Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
Hold on. Let me find it. Listen to it.
Fuck it.
Fuck.
Fuck it. I'll do
Fuck
it myself.
What am I doing with myself? Fuck it. What am I doing with myself? He's sick of it too. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, let's get the show on the road, mother chickens. Come on, Sumner County. Come on, TBI. Come on, FBI. Andale, andale, andale. Let's go. Hold on. This he was at work thing all the time. He is a thought when Katie says that most people think, well, if he was at work, then that for sure could be verified. If, like, she is saying Memphis at work instead of Mississippi, because it makes people think LE has cleared him because someone at work can always be verified, right? Correct. First it was, we don't know why he walked out the door. Then they say someone took him. Why would she be driving from the back of the neighborhood? Why would he just wander off into the back of the woods? That makes no sense. Yes. Someone said, Justin, did you notice how Edgar's side-eye Katie the whole time, like he always does in the interview? Yes. Yeah, he always does. He's always doing that because he's always looking down, like looking like, what the fuck is she gonna say? What the fuck? Fuck, like Deception Detective says. Yes. Who asked them to KK and Edgar to do the interview because it seems like they're been going on TV now because everyone was down on them because he hadn't done an interview. So now, well, I'll tell you why. How they got this interview allegedly was that body lady. She knew someone, and this is just my opinion on this. I don't think they could have said no to someone from their side, if you will, when they clearly said on a panel, we'll do national. We'll do national. So, it's great that they're doing interviews now, and that's what we asked them for an entire 9 months whenever Sebastian was missing. They did you swear he got Botox? I don't know about Botox, but I think he fucked up his goatee, in my opinion. Oops, wrong one. Let me see here. Okay, it's that one. I'll do it myself. Yes. I don't understand this. I mean, Edgar, all you need at this point is a beauty mark above your lip, and you're going to look like one of the flapper girls from the 20s. His lips look swollen to me. Someone said, I just think they look hungover. I just think there's a lot of booze going on. Why does his nose look too huge? So huge? Elisa, I just think he's got a honker fish. Where's his Roaring 20s hat? Well, I don't think it would be appropriate to wear it during an interview, so what in the mother bleeping cowlick is that? Well, Scotch nose. Yes, Lisa, that's it. Plobfish. What's it? This is my opinion. I've always said I believe KK misses Sebastian. I don't doubt that one iota. But in my opinion, I believe they are holding things in. And the saying goes, what is it? Secrets make you sick. And I think they're holding a lot in. And that was done weeks ago too. Yes. I don't know. KK, I just want to take the girl, get her makeup done, and show her how to do her makeup one day, baby. I mean, she looks like she's joining Little House on the Prairie or Escaping Amish. One or the other. She does, Belinda. She really does. She really does. Maybe she just doesn't know how to do it. Which that's a lot of people. A lot of people don't know how to, do their makeup and stuff. Frumpy, as mom would say. I mean, everybody's, she's You know what's interesting is, you know who her mom is, right? Did I see the toy crane? Nowhere. Pippi Longstocking. Ew, Grace. Yuck. What was I gonna say? That got me messed up now. Little House on the Prairie, she does. Good night, Maul. Good night, Paul. Good night, Edgar. Good night, KK. That's the Waltons, I think it is. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. KK's mom. Y'all know who she is, right? And I'm getting ready to do a show on that. So just be ready. Number 1. Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley. But KK's mom and KK, they look so much alike when you put like their photos side by side. I did their photos side by side, or someone sent it to me actually, and I was like, oh my god, like and actually I think her mom is kind of got some perhaps health problems going on, so she's kind of, she's went down a little bit. And I think that actually her mom used to look younger than KK. He looks like the Flintstones. Yeah, he is. Hold on, let me see if I got it here. Damn, dude, I don't think I got it anymore. Oh, I don't got the Flintstones on here. I don't think that's a far fetch. I don't think it's far fetch. Reminds me of the Genie of Aladdin. Barney Rubble. Y'all keep talking about his lips. Edgar's lips look off to me. Everyone's saying his lips look big. He's got Botox. His lips, his Botox. I'm like, he doesn't got Botox. He's just a cold mother chicken, in my opinion. Lord Farquaad, yes. Yes. I don't think he's got eyeliner on either. No, I don't think Edgar's going to care about filler in his lip. He's a trucker. He eats beans out of a can. Up in the crane. Ashley Walwa. Justin, please do ASAP. Do what ASAP? Do what ASAP? Trying to see what Ashley said. What did Ashley say? Chris on Twitter, but ain't looking for Sebastian. He definitely has the time to come across social media. Listen, he watches everything. Tiff, she needs a lot of that. She needs a lot of that. I want to see what that person said. I don't know. Oh my God, Justin, I just spit out my Dad Cook when you said escaping Amish. I'm serious. I mean, look. She looks like, is it Laura Ingalls Wilder? Yeah, she needs some tones in that hair. He looks like Ed from 90 Day. 90 Day, is that after lockup? or 90 Day Fiance. Skinny leg bird. Yes. I think this one looks more like Tooth Donkey. Oh, Granny Edgar ain't what used to be, ain't what used to be, ain't what used to be. Sorry, I can't help it. How the old lady in the pharmacy looks when I'm checking out with nothing but lube and Reese cups. Let's see here. Jesse Edgar looks like he does, Heather Ann. He does. Nina is beautiful, yes. Yes. If Karen was a chicken. I love you, Karen's in here, by the way. He does look. No neck Ed from 90 Day Fiance. Turn the page. Maybe that's the word for it. No, the production, they don't do makeup on this one. No. They don't do makeup on this. They just send a camera person. This is really not much more than a pilot show right now. It's season 1. So if it does good, they'll extend it, and do season 2 and season 3. But it's about how good it does. Derek was mentioning, and he's absolutely right. And I don't understand this. I mean, I do understand it from the masses part, but when it comes to true crime, America likes cases that are already solved. They want a 48 hours of, where there's a resolution, right? Shows typically, the unsolved cases don't do as good normally. They don't. And that's the only cases that I like to cover is unsolved. That's the only cases that I really care about. Like once they've made their arrest and all of that, I'm like, okay, next. I'll do some court cases, like, of course, I would do, I'll go to Michael Vaughn's most likely, and of course I would do Sebastian and Summers and all of that. I do ones that are like really close to my heart but I like the unsolved. I like putting things together. See, Sugarbeat says I'm more of a trial girl. Yeah. And a lot of people love the trials and stuff like that. I hate doing trial lives. Hate them. Because you are here 12 hours sitting, and it's just, they're exhausting. Oh, thank you, Nana. That'd be interesting. This is No Neck Ed. Someone just sent me the picture. This is hilarious. You know what he reminds me of, this guy? He reminds me of a guy that was married. He had, I don't watch this show, and I'm being very judgmental right now when I say this, so forgive me. But I'm going to show you this guy. He reminds me of a guy that married early to his high school sweetheart. He discovered he was gay after his kids got up, went to college, or, graduated, and divorced his wife, and is now a metrosexual. Here you go. I've seen them all. Chris is waiting for his stripes of his shirt for the chain gang. Doesn't he? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Not Bruce Jenner, Kelsey. It's not Bruce Jenner. That's far from a Bruce Jenner. This guy has the same personality. I don't know who he is. I don't have television. Well, now I do. But I didn't until this live. Holy balls, Batman. That's a strong neck if I ever... Does he work out his neck? I just spit everywhere. He's on the dating show on TLC. Perfect. Chris got titties like he wears sports bras. Now he's born with a deformity. Oh my God, Lil Red. Now I feel bad. Y'all didn't tell me that. God. It's like, does he work out? Damn. The disease makes him. He's got good eyebrows. He's got good eyebrows. Kelsey's, oh, damn. All y'all are like, oh, damn. He really has no neck. He's a real jerk. Don't feel too bad. Really? Yes, Joe. Yep. Oh my God, I needed that laughter. Someone said. He's verbally abusive. I didn't know he had a deformity. He looks like a tip. He's a jerk. I can see him being a jerk. Yeah. Edgar wasn't born like that. He's just a no Nickian. I'm not drinking anything more, Manu says. He's from 90 Day Fiancé. He thinks he is quite the catch. Well, I mean, maybe a sea urchin. Huge, no neck, 4 foot tall asshat. But coexist, tell me how you really feel. He's got good eyebrows. Does he work with heavy equipment? This guy? Or does he work in manufacturing or something? Does anyone know what he does? A huge mama's boy. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Do they Irish? That's no neckhead. God, y'all know who he is. He's a photographer? I think he's just doing TV. It was real. Someone's saying real estate now. He is in heavy equipment, Betty says. Need a good laugh. That's funny. He thinks... I've never seen... Skinny. Oh my God. No, you didn't just say that. You are so right. He does. It's a thyroid, Caroline? Is it thyroid meaning in utero? Or does he just have like a goiter? Is that what they're called? Goiters? Justin, question is the Texas Roadhouse video. Is there any type of device that may be seen on KP's windshield? Anyone ever notice? Well, look. Good question. Good question. Very good question. Hold on, let me see here. Sebastian Rogers. Actually, hold on. What's dog? No, wait. Let me see here. Sebastian. Oh, shit. Maybe it's Texas Roadhouse. Give me 1 second. It's dark. In there. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Well, look. Justin, he needs a beard. He can join the Bears. Yes. Yes. Let's see. I tell you what, hold on. I can go to my drive. 1 second. I've got a drive here that I can do it from. My drive. Hold on. I got it in the wrong drive here, I think. I've got so much stuff. Lord. Audio recording. Give me 2 seconds, Sean. Lights walking. What is what's dog's channel called? Does anyone know what his channel's called? Because I have too much stuff here. Too much stuff here. Edgar. Is it Dwayne Chapman? Something like that. Oh, wait, hold on. I got it. Never mind. I found it. Watch this. I got it. Let's I'm going to make this as big as I can for y'all so you can she pulls up here, so we might be able to see it even better when she pulls up. Oh, hold on. There she goes. No, you can't see right there. I'm going to do a screenshot right there. And we'll save it. We'll go back and look at it. We'll do another screenshot. Looks like there's something there. Perhaps. We'll see. Okay, chat, tell me. Give me a score on her driving right now. From 1 to 10. Okay. Screenshot. One to 10. There might be something right there. I don't know if that's a steering wheel or what. Do another screenshot just to be safe. Yeah, there's something right. I think I might be the steering wheel. I don't know. Let me right there again as well. We're going to look at all these screenshots real quick. We'll blow them up. Blow up the pictures, that is. That's what I meant. Let's see here. Sometimes it depends on how the light is as well. Let's see here. That might be just the window though. I don't know. How's her driving? That was better, but she's still over the line. She's still over the line. Justin, can you get pictures of the guys on the motorcycle? Guys on the motorcycle, refresh me. She looks like an 80-year-old, 85-year-old did this parking. Watch little Sebastian as he goes in. I'm going to slow it down so you can see. 1 foot out. He's wearing his shoes. He's wearing white socks a little bit above his ankle. Kind of light colored jeans, I think. Watch him. He's got his hands in his ears. Why is she parking a handicap? Because she gets a handicap. I don't know where the motorcycle someone was talking about, but I can tell you that green hoodie or anyone I'm just telling you that there is nobody here that's did anything related to Sebastian, I'm telling you. Out of which after 10 years and rarely use it. I'm having a particularly painful day. Oh, bless you, Alicia. She had a handicap for Sebastian. Yeah, I'll show you the pictures, but Look at him. Like, he didn't remember. KK and Edgar said, yeah, Shannon, the full video is on Dog the Bounty Hunter's YouTube. But KK and Edgar said he didn't like the sound of the back door because it makes a sound. Coming from the other parking lot goes. Yes, Rocco. Yep. I can just tell you, I can't tell you how I can tell you, but I can just tell you that there is nothing in this video. You can believe me or not. It's, it's up to you. That has anything to do with Sebastian going missing. In my opinion. Allegedly. Texas Roadhouse is loud outside and inside. Yeah. Hey, Mama Marisa, good to see you. He can't take loud noises. Yeah. Why take him somewhere so loud? I mean, I don't think it bothered him, after he got in there. Check your text. I want to see your facial reaction. Oh, God. Shut the fuck up. I mean, what? That's no neck, Fred? This is like seeing Edgar after so many months at the courthouse. It is, I'm telling you. That's what it reminds me of. It is. Oh my God! Look at Chris. Is that Chris? Is that Chris? This is Edgar.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
Damn, Gina. Damn, Gina. Why does my art changed? I don't know what you're saying, Nana. I'm wheezing. That's hilarious. Oh my God. You wheezy. All right, so let me see if I can. All right, we'll go to the pictures that I saved here. Let's see if there's any sort of, because this Justin, look at the text message I sent you. Oh, who sent that? I can't send. Wish I could play that. I can't play that when I just text you back. Oh wow, TJ. Hold on. A month on her live, she tells her panel. It's crazy. 1 second. Can you make sure? There is a silver sedan on a Taylor same. What's this? 50 Shades of Council Estates. Hold on, I don't understand. Watch till the end. All right, guys. What is this Cliff Notes that everyone's talking about? Does anyone... What's the Cliff Notes that everyone's talking about? Didn't Derek get in trouble before in this case about something, I thought? You mean, Debbie, you mean Derek, who's the YouTuber? No. Mm-mm. Sebastian started to look like Seth, like a man. Yeah. Yep, he was changing. He was definitely changing. He sends a soul. Thank you for 12 months, my dear. Wow, amazing. I started a year ago, not thinking Sebastian would be missing this long, but I am. I sure am. I found you. Oh, thank you so much, Sense. I really do appreciate you, my dear. Very kind of you. Seth had his. So, very good point, Texas Cowgirl. Seth had his Sebastian shirt on. They didn't. Boom shakalaka. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, I mean, you got to remember, when they were down at the camperhood that they were at in Mississippi, that's when they took the decals off. The decals of Sebastian, who had only been missing, what, couple weeks at that point? Do we know which weekend in February 2024 Sebastian was with Seth? Was it the week before? Yeah, she holds her hand up, pointing, looking at the keys in the same hand, and she gets to the windshield. She wrist flicks the keys to her, and she puts up her hand up by the windshield. Then you don't see the key. The week before. Yeah. Looking to buy a new motorcycle. Well, that's when, remember, they said they went there to this biker place and was asking them if they could have like a function or something there. And someone on my team, shall we say, went there afterwards. And they didn't even have a flyer of Sebastian, let alone talk about anything to do with Sebastian there. Nothing. We don't know other than Cruella traded vehicles. No, there was no vehicle traded here. Mm-mm. What is the Cliff Notes thing? Someone just sent it to me. Crazy Hobbies. I'm going to subscribe to them. I'll give them credit in the video description here. Cliff Notes. Are they local? Are they local? Does anyone know? go. There they are. Another new sensation channel. Uh-oh. Are they conspiracy? Are they conspiracy? Another. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, Lil Red. Okay. Typo. Gotcha. All right.
After many months of research, I'm not accusing anyone of anything. I hope more than anything, Sebastian is in a safe and loving home, living his best life. I would even settle for Sebastian being in a trafficking home, as long as he comes back alive. I have been researching the genealogy of Sebastian Rogers for several months now and have become familiar with the family members and where they have lived over the past 30 years. Of the 5 branches of Sebastian...
Hold on. Who's arguing? Someone said they're arguing? Who's arguing in chat? I don't see it.
Sebastian's family tree that I have studied, 4 of the family lines are not blood relatives, meaning about 95% of the family in Sebastian's life are step family members. So I will refer to everyone as such unless they're from Katie's bloodline, but I really don't discuss that.
Sorry, I was muted. So yeah, I was going to say I don't see arguing. I was saying a second ago, Lil Red typed she's another sensational channel or something like that, and that's when I said, oh, is she conspiracy? And Lil Red typed back quickly, sorry, it was a typo. And I was like, oh, okay. And someone said she was at the Vigil, and I was like, oh, she's a good person then, I'm sure.
And I did not research Seth's family tree. Public records show that 4 of the step family members have
familiar.
lived in Portland, Tennessee, which is 25 miles north of Sebastian's home. Not only has the step family lived in Portland, Tennessee, they also have friends who attend their church, Freedom Church in Gallatin, as I found out later during my travel.
I heard Holly from that news channel, you know, Holly, the little sweetie, she's so cute. I heard that she goes to Edgar's and KK's church. She said she met you, Justin. Aw. She's at the Vigil.
On Saturday, March 1st, 2025, I attended the Vigil for Sebastian in Hendersonville.
Aw.
I decided to arrive a week early so I could hang flyers and put out yard signs.
I know exactly who she is now. She is a doll. She's a doll and a peach and a plum.
Signs and
a
explore
pear.
the area in search of Sebastian. As stated earlier, I noticed family members had lived in Portland, so on my first visit day in Tennessee, I drove up to Portland, which is the northernmost town in Sumner County. I drove to the addresses where step family that starts with a B
Church
had lived
lady.
and hung up
Morning
flyers
centers.
there. I must note that as I was approaching the address, my heart started pounding out of my chest like I've never felt before. Coincidence? I felt like Sebastian was telling me I was getting close.
I don't know
Keep
what
in
you mean,
mind, I
Sharon.
am mostly a logical thinker. However, I am also spiritual and have an open mind. On the second day, I hung flyers all over Hendersonville. When I stapled that last flyer into the wooden light post that
It's not
evening,
her, Bubbly.
all the lights went out in the nearby radius. Coincidence? Again, I felt like Sebastian was urging me on. On the evening of the second day, I went back to a man with a crooked tooth and being buried by a lake on private property. Keep in mind, I'm skeptical, but everything seemed to fit with all the logical analytics I had already done. I Googled Portland again and found that Portland had 2 lakes which are side by side. I had to go back to Portland. Now keep in mind, Chris Proudfoot said, please everybody search, but stay off private property. To me, that was a hint. We need to go on private property. So on the third day, I drove back to Portland, taking a different route. On the way, I passed a sign showing a step family member's name. Initials DG.
I know who this is.
Coincidence?
She's a sweetheart. Very good person.
Next is a video of my drive around the 2 lakes in Portland. This map has a red line indicating the route that I took. I could have kept this video to myself for the rest of my life, but I would always wonder if perhaps it could help find Sebastian. Please excuse my language towards the end, because I was excited to see a member of the same church Kathy Bowersox attends in Gallatin, Freedom Church. It was the same sign Kathy displays on her Facebook page. Coincidence? I think not. So before I begin the video, look out for at 1 minute and 30 seconds as I begin driving down the hill, which I didn't notice until I reviewed the video. There's a silver sedan parked behind the first mobile home in the video, which is a rental property because I went through all the tax records and the first 4 homes are owned by the same person. So could this be the 3 a.m. silver sedan the mob crew has been discussing? Another coincidence? So many things seem to tie. Okay, and here we go on the video.
What's the noise? That's Edgar driving through the neighborhood, in my opinion, allegedly. Now, where is this at? I'm back. Sorry, I had to tinkle. One is private. Okay. Now, Portland Lake area. This needs to be searched. This was around February, from what I gather, when she was at the. She came, remember, a week before Sebastian's Vigil, because she was putting out flyers and stuff. Very good person. Yeah. I don't know if there's any talking in this video or not, but I'll mute it a little bit. But it's a noise. It just a noise. I just appreciate her for going out here and doing this. Right? She just started her YouTube channel. And let me tell you something. When I first went live with my YouTube channel, I didn't know how to work a damn thing. Nothing. Yeah, the noise is fine. Just a noise. But, so is this Portland, Tennessee? How far away is this from said home? It is, isn't it, Low Red? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize how much YouTube would take up of my time when I started a true crime channel. You know, but once you're in, if you want to do it right. She said it's, in the beginning, 21 miles from their house. I thought it was you typing, Justin, until I looked at the screen. DG lives there. Okay. By DG, you mean the Dollar General? Because there's one on Mars, too. The country roads will make a new car shake. Yes, they will. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna I want to hear what she says. I want y'all to go to her channel and view a lot of it.
Alright, I'm gonna go
But I want to hear what she says right
to the
here.
restaurant where I saw the green truck.
Saw a green truck.
Let's see if it's still there.
Big
This
D.
is unbelievable. 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 Just...
The Fixer. The Fixer.
freaking out. Okay. I'm gonna put a Sebastian sign up right here. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, but then they'll know we're on to him. Oh. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see.
Yeah, at least.
Where can I park? I'll just park right here. Put my flashers on. I think I'll do
I don't know if there's a private lake there or not. Joe. I mean, this is a beautiful area. You don't like the country, Joe? Come on. Joe. Your name's Joe and you don't like the country? Oh, it's a private road to the lake. Gotcha.
At the end of the video is where I saw the sign in a yard for Freedom Church. I hung a lot of flyers and put out yard signs all around the lake and the community.
Joe is high maintenance. He's very high maintenance, and he's a city boy. He's a city slicker. And yeah.
My hopes
He's a
were for
diva.
someone who knows something to see the yard signs and call the Bowersox family to say, hey, they're on to us. I'm not accusing anyone of anything, but if we don't search everywhere and anywhere, as Katie says, we will never find Sebastian. Thank you for listening to my story. If we all can take a section of Sumner County to investigate as I have done, we just might find Sebastian.
For a positive outcome from this.
Since February.
Hold on, what's this? Oh, this is 5D. I love 5D. Hate channels were told to stop interfering in Sebastian's case, and they chose not to listen. 5D is a good channel, y'all. If y'all aren't supporting 5D, you should be. In my opinion, they're really, really good. It's kind of like a clip channel. They got all the Sebastian T. Do I have that video? Let me see if I got that video. No, I don't got it. I was going to pull it up. Okay. Yeah, 5D is a good person. All right. Well, I think that's going to conclude today's live. I'm with Joe. It's beautiful, but after child crimes I've seen with the state of Tennessee, nope. You know, the thing is, you're not as likely to be taken out from somewhere like that. It's usually more populated area. But it can be anywhere. You never know. You never know. You get a chicken party. We hit 1,000 thumbs up. Y'all are amazing, my beautiful pearls. Let's have a mother chicken party. Y'all want a chicken party? I want a chicken party. If you want a chicken party or a pet cat.
A pet cat. A pet cat. A pet cat. Katie! Oh, Katie! 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 Oh, Katie! 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 Oh, Katie! Katie!
Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to. Something that I believe we're pervy to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like, oh!
Snacks, because, you know, he's 15 and snacks.
What? Why are you looking at me? Because I don't got my goatee here and I don't got my hair. Girl, hold on. People say I have hair plugs. And I don't have hair plugs, by the way. But how did Edgar get curls? Or a little side piece of bangs right here whenever he's got a receding hairline?
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
You asked him, remember off the top of my head, I think it's Sebastian got in trouble. He got caught lying.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
You asked him, remember off the top of my head, I think it's Sebastian got in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, hey, you know, you got to have a punishment for this.
You got to have a punishment.
And drive a diesel truck, Chevrolet.
Year.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 2021, I think.
The 2020.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. Oh. Suck it now. A bullshit? Oh. Suck it now. A bullshit? Oh. Suck it now. A bullshit?
Lord, kumbaya.
A bullshit?
Lord, kumbaya.
A bullshit? Christopher! Oh, Grace! Oh, Grace! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher!
Christopher! My name is Edgar Steen. Edgar Steen. Edgar Steen. And I lie about my truck. You are so specific on words and you don't know the year of your truck.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
They can shut their chicken tone.
A bullshit?
Oh my God, look at Chris.
We just got the top report back in, and Gerald Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
October the 20th, I mean, sorry, November 20th.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get...
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay?
How you doing? Yeah.
Well, I can.
How you doing?
How you doing? Thank you all so much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate you. You guys are amazing. We're not going to stop with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers until Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is found and justice is fully served for him. Really do appreciate you all. You are all absolutely world class. Every single one of you here that joined this evening. Even if you don't like me, I love you. Okay? Just know that. And if you love me, I love you. And if you don't like me, I still love you. Reverse mullet chicken head. How you doing? Yes. Thank you all so much for joining me. Justice for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Justice for Monkey Michael Joseph Vaughn. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. And justice for all of the missing that deserve to be found. Respectfully, God bless each and every one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. Good night, everyone.